G'day, it's Mark and welcome back to the channel, and this is just a little update on my Buick Skylark that I bought from Randy at Auto Auction Rebuilds. I haven't driven it for a while, and I'm just going to get the rotors replaced, which I bought. Randy flagged that needed doing. He replaced the front pads. I don't know whether they'll be still any good because the rotors weren't too good, although it hasn't done a lot of mileage, so hopefully I can reuse those. But if I can't, I've actually got a set of brake pads front and rear as well, so I'm just going to get those fitted up. And yeah, it's probably the longest I've driven the car when I go to drop it off at Jake's. So let's see how we go. So just driving the Buick, and basic instrumentation, you know, temperature gauge and a fuel gauge and a speedo, but I guess apart from maybe an alternator gauge, an amp gauge is probably all you really need. I noticed that the travel from the accelerator pedal to the brake is quite a difference in height, so probably they could have been a bit better balanced, I think, so you can just sort of heel and toe it a bit easier. But anyway, so far so good. Let's see how we go. So this car's got the quad 4 engine. I think that was an Automobile engine, but it was shared amongst the different divisions. The Automobile Achiever, the Grand Am, and this Buick Skylark as well. I quite like I think they were N cars. I quite like them. They're a bit weird looking. The Automobile looks like Groucho Marx. This car's got a huge nose on the front of it, but yeah, they're kind of unusual, quirky, look like the American grandfather of the AU Forte a little bit, or the American cousin or something. But yeah, I think they look kind of cool. They're kind of ugly cool, if you know what I'm saying. So the plan is, as I said, rotors, pads, and an oil change. We've got a filter. We've got off Rock Auto. Very small filter. Doesn't look like it would be filtering much, but apparently that's the correct one. And maybe Jake may find some other things the car needs. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little car. There's a V6 available. I'm sure that'd probably drive better, have more power, but you just cruise along in these things, you know. You're not trying to win any races. I like the look of the steering wheel, but the diameter, it's actually quite a big wheel for a car like this. It's got power steering, so I think the wheel could probably be reduced in diameter a little bit. Just be one to give you more room, but also just a little bit easier to handle. Not that it's hard to handle, but I just think the diameter is a bit too big for this this car. So the Buick's had a full service. It's got to get a new alternator though. The guys are waiting on that, and then they'll fit the alternator to it, and then it should be finished. And I've got an air filter for it, which I ordered the other day. Here it is. And yeah, should be good. Strange looking little machine, but I like it. Okay, so David and I are going to drop this little Buick Skylark off. Had a fair bit of work done to it service-wise. So hopefully we'll get there in one piece. It's definitely hasn't won any good looks, this car. Got a face on it mother could love. But I like it, so that's all that matters.
Skylark has arrived.
So with David, and we're driving the little Buick Skylark, the little ugly duckling, just to put it in storage, and touch wood, everything goes all right. Just put some fuel in the car, and it's got a very comprehensive range of instruments, as you can see: speedo, fuel, and temperature. That's it. The rest are lights. In terms of that dashboard part I've been chasing for ages, which goes up here, I found out it's actually made out of metal, not plastic, and I was able to get that in Colorado. If you watch my USA Road Trip series, you'll see where I got it from and the car I got it from. So I'm really happy to get that. So that'll be nice. I've got to paint it though, because it's out of a beige coloured interior. So I'll have to paint it grey. It'll be pretty straightforward. But yeah, this is the farthest, is that the right word, that I've driven this little Buick, and I've had it serviced and it seems to be running well. It's quite smooth. It's only it's a 4-cylinder quad 4, but I really like it. I think it's just unusual. Love the steering wheel. Similar steering wheel to my Buick Roadmaster. And I think some of these quirky GM cars, you know, with the Roadmaster, with the Seville, with the you know, the 85 or whatever it is, Seville 83, 85 Seville with the muscle back, and I've got like one of those Pontiac Transport vans and Cadillac Cimarron. I've got some weird sort of orphan kind of cars, but I really like those sort of cars. I think they're really cool. They're different. They're unusual, and it's a different driving experience. The cars I like the best are the big, you know, Lincoln Mercury division, sort of, you know, 1970 to late 70s, you know, to 78 sort of cars, Lincolns, Mercurys, LTDs, whatever. But these are nice just as a bit of a change. So you can see the interior has got, you know, quite a nice interior in the car. I'm not sure what model it is. Is it a limited? I'm not quite sure, but it's yeah, it's only wind-up windows and all that kind of stuff, but it's fine. It's got power steering, weird sort of dash, all these different shapes, and you know, which was influenced by that Buick show car that they got the design from. I can't remember the name of it. I don't know if it was the Essence or something like that. I'll put a photo up so you can have a look at that. But even the way the vents are, and you know, even these big elongated vents on the doors, it needs good clean. But yeah, I like it. It's cool. So there you have it. Mission completed. Drove beautifully. Okay, so dropped the Buick Skylark off, no dramas, that was good. Wasn't it, David?
Yeah, really good.
What do you think of the Skylark?
Yeah, it's a quirky little thing. It drives well. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Had one person at the service station come up to me and ask me what it was. I just said, you know, it's a Buick. I didn't go into details.
Yeah.
He was curious. He thought it kind of...
I doubt there's any others in Australia, don't you think?
Well, you never know.
If there are, let us know. Do you have one of those?
Yeah. Do you have a garage full of them?
Maybe. You might have one of every model, like 2-door and 4-door.
Yeah, Skylark King.
V6 and 4-cylinder. But now we're in David's and Zana's 1989 Toyota Cressida. So we've gone Japanese. What happened? That's a very nice, smooth car.
Yeah.
Reminds me of a giant V6 Camry. Is that a fair assumption, or it's better than that?
I think it's better.
Probably better than that. It's a bit smoother and bigger and softer, but it's got that sewing machine kind of feel about it.
Yeah, no, it's good, solid, smooth.
Nice colour too.
Zana's car, she loves it.
I'll show you a picture of what it looks like on the outside. I'll overlay that, but yeah, I mean, I've driven it. It's actually quite a nice car. The switch gear and everything's quite nice. So actually, I'll show you that. Switch gear. What's it got, David?
It's got the, you know, really well-regarded 6-cylinder engine, straight 6.
Yeah, 24 valve or something, isn't it?
Yeah. 2.8 litre. That's a good car.
There's a bit of sun reflection here, but anyway, we're making our way through the sun rays back home after dropping off the little Skylark. Not as much sun now, so yeah, it's nice and smooth, this car. I quite like it. I enjoyed driving it when I drove it. I can't believe it was like, you were saying it was last November. It was like 8 months ago. Feels like maybe 3 or 4 months ago. Time flies.